just first, let's just kind of, obviously we heard some guys react last night, but just sort of what your biggest takeaway was from last night.
Yeah, I think obviously there's some good things that we could take away from it. But yeah, we got to kind of figure it out and kind of get back in the win column here, right? To kind of simplify, right? I think there's times where we're playing good hockey, and then there's a couple times we take shifts off, and that's when they capitalize and that's when they hem us in, right? So we got to really clean up those bad shifts and kind of limit our turnovers and learn from our mistakes of what's causing those goals. And the points say wins will come. I think, right? I think like I said, we're doing the good things. We just got to do more of it and less of the bad things, really.
When you mention taking shifts off, how does that get rectified? If you can identify something probably as crucial as that, how does that change?
I think it just everyone's kind of got to do it, right? You can't blame it on anyone else or this, that, and the rest. Right? We're all kind of doing it. So I think it's maybe quicker shifts will help, playing the right way, managing the puck, right? So you don't put yourself in kind of vulnerable positions, maybe at the blue line, kind of turn the pucks over there at the end of your shift. And, you're just kind of setting the next line up for success, right? And not kind of, change on the back check or, getting hemmed in, just kind of living to see another day, try to help out the next line. And I think that'll go a long way for us.
When you have a third period like that,
Yeah.
does that give you reason for optimism going forward?
Yeah.
Or is that more on the deflating side? We threw everything and we didn't get the reward.
No, I think if we play like that in the third period, we're going to win a lot of games, right? And that's the where we have to play, right? We're hard on pucks, hard on the forecheck, supporting each other in the D zone, breaking out as five. Like we were doing the right things, right? And yes, it was maybe a little too late, but next game we got to come out and play like that the first period, right? Play like that the second period, play like that the third period, and I'm sure we're going to get the results.
Should have just answered my question. But there's got to be a balance, right? Because obviously it's a wins and loss business, but at the same time, I mean, it is a process, and you guys played really well, objectively speaking. I mean, you remove this from the 6-game losing streak, and losing 4-3 to a very good Dallas team isn't the end of the world, really.
No, right? But like you said, we're on a 6-game losing streak, so we got to stop that skid in Seattle, right? And that's got to be our mindset. We just got to go out there and just kind of win one game, win that, focus on that game, and win it, right? And like you said, it's a win-loss kind of business, and we just kind of got to go out there, play like we did in the third period, and get the win. And I think we got to build off it, right? We're thankful, I guess, that there's a lot of, time still left in the season, so we just got to, keep going and keep playing the way we can.
Does it feel like the clock is ticking? I know it's only November, but you guys are realistic about what's going on. And does it feel like the clock is ticking right now?
Yeah, for sure, right? I mean, I don't know if the clock's kind of ticking, right? I think we know that we have a lot of time, but I know we got to end this skid, right? And we got to start piling wins, right? And we got to go on our win streak ourselves to kind of balance it out and even it out, right? So I think our mindset's, like I said, just got to be focusing on that one win and getting that under our belt and kind of go from there.
Andrew, Ryan Osgood told us yesterday that so far he thinks you've been the best fit on the right side of the line with Elias Lindholm and Jonathan Huberdeau. Do you feel like you three have all the elements you need to form a good line?
Yeah, I think so. I think those two are, two good, smart hockey players, right? So I think me kind of coming in there, just trying to play my game, be tenacious, hard on pucks, and kind of get open, and they'll be able to find you. So I think I think we still got to kind of work on our chemistry and build off what we did yesterday, and just keep adding on to it, right? So I think that's the key, and just kind of knowing where each other are on the ice will help out a lot.
With chemistry with that line off the ice, is there a lot of communication? If so, what's that like between? Or is it at this point everybody knows what they have to do? It's just about execution?
A little bit of both, right? I think we all know kind of what we have to do, and everyone's kind of got to get going and focus on themselves and do whatever they do to help the team win. But there's also communications where, okay, if there's a line rush or if there's a forechecking thing that we want to talk about, or that where he likes this puck or what he wants there, right? Just little things where you don't know until you're actually on the ice with them, and you're actually seeing, okay, they like it in this position, or they they want to rim it down here or something like that, right? So it's just little things where that you can talk and discuss, and that'll help out the chemistry, right?
Your goal last night, like goal scorer's goal, right? What's your confidence level like when you find yourself in those opportunities to shoot?
Yeah, feeling good, right? I think got to be able to get kind of more shots to the net, I think, as a team, right? So I think me, myself, like I said, to play with two smart players that'll find you in the open space. So I'm just trying to get open and, you know, get the shot off and get it to the net as much as I can.